If you're looking to make money online, or even if you just want to increase the profits of your existing business, creating an e-commerce store is an excellent strategy. Scratch that. This is 100% the best way to make money online, and that goes for hobbyists, entrepreneurs, bloggers, and small businesses alike. Bold claim? Sure is, but keep watching to find out why we can be confident in making it. So just what is e-commerce? Of course, the term refers to online commerce, in other words, selling products online. But while e-commerce could mean selling an e-book from a landing page, it's most often used to refer more exclusively to online shops that sell multiple products and that have a particular layout and setup. The most popular example of an e-commerce store is undoubtedly Amazon. This acts just like a high street store and allows you to browse products at your leisure and add them to a shopping cart. The only difference is that you can do all this from the comfort of your home, and once you check out, the products are simply delivered to you wherever you are. It's a familiar concept, but what makes it so important? Okay, so let's look at why e-commerce is the future. Well, the first thing you need to recognize is that e-commerce is growing. In the early days, people were uncertain about spending online and found it daunting to hand over their card details and trust a supplier they couldn't meet face to face. But now look at companies like Amazon and eBay. These are household names around the world, and everyone from the young and tech-savvy to the elderly are now happy to shop with them. These companies have helped many people to put aside any concerns they might have had regarding e-commerce and to trust in buying online. And e-commerce is growing as well and doing massive business. For proof, you need look no further than the stats from Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is a national holiday of sorts where online retailers are anticipated to lower their prices. It follows Black Friday, but these days it tends to do nearly as much business, and it's growing rapidly. For example, in 2014, Cyber Monday created a total of $2.59 billion in sales online. Now, that's no small number, but in 2015, this was increased to $3.19 billion. Now, that's a huge increase. $2.28 billion of those were on desktops versus $2.04 billion the previous year, while $838 million were through mobile devices. Now that's versus $548 million. Across all devices, Cyber Monday increased by 21% from the previous year. Seeing as Amazon is probably the best known online retailer, how's its growth going? Well, the company sold a total of $107.01 billion worth of products in 2015. The company employs 230,800 people, and there are 304 million active Amazon customer accounts. The brand is worth $47.73 billion, and this is only expected to continue to grow as well. The story is the same across the board. People are becoming more and more familiar with e-commerce, and high street stores are struggling. This is undoubtedly the future of selling, and it's easy to see why. Reason number 2 is its convenience. So what is it that's led to such growth in e-commerce? Well, the simple fact of the matter is that online sales benefit everyone. The only reason online sales haven't already dwarfed physical sales is probably the fact that some people still don't trust shopping online or aren't sure how to go about it. Over time, this concern will be eroded more and more, while tools like PayPal will make it easier and safer than ever before. When you sell products online, it means you don't have to employ staff and you don't have to rent the same amount of physical space. You'll need somewhere to store your products, unless you're dropshipping of course, but other than that, your only costs will be hosting, shipping and web design. Lower overheads mean more profit for you, but they also mean lower prices for customers. Customers now have the ability to order products online conveniently, but on top of that, they'll be getting them for a much lower price. There's also greater versatility in terms of what you can sell. With an e-commerce store, you can sell physical products, which will require some upfront investment, but there's also a lot less upfront cost. If you wanted to set up a high street store, then you would need to be willing to spend a large amount of money to rent the physical space, to invest in the stock, and to manage staff, etc. However, if you're setting up an online store, then all you're going to need is some inventory to sell, perhaps not if you're going to be selling a digital product or acting as an affiliate, and a website. It takes just a few clicks to set up an e-commerce store, and that means you can have one up and running in minutes for negligible cost. And reason number 3, it's the best way to monetize a website. Now, the last 2 examples explain why businesses should launch their own e-commerce stores and why you might consider launching an e-commerce store as your business. But you should also sit up and take notice if you run a blog or a website already and you're just looking for a way to monetize it. Why? Because it's actually one of the most effective methods there is of making money from a website. Until now, you likely have been relying on one of several methods to make money online. Perhaps you're making money from advertising on your website, selling ads on Google AdSense, for example, or maybe you're making money selling an affiliate product. In either of those scenarios, it's important to recognize that you've placed yourself at the bottom of the food chain. In other words, you're being paid by those advertisers and product creators in order to send more business their way. The fact that they're happy to continue paying you means they're making money from you. In other words, they're earning more from your visitors than you are. You're getting a small share of the profit, but they're taking home the lion's share. And in fact, you're essentially doing their work for them. And that's why you'll typically earn about 1 to 50 cents per click on an advert, meaning in turn that you're going to need hundreds of thousands of visitors a day to your site to make any reasonable money. Compare this with selling your own products and making $20 to $50 each time. Of course, it's much easier to get someone to click on an advert than it is to get them to buy something, but not as difficult as you might think if you have decent products and you're running your store well. The bottom line? Well, you can make a living from a website with just a few hundred daily visitors instead. If you have an e-commerce store, the buck stops with you. Now you're making the maximum profit from your customers because you're selling something to them and you're keeping the difference. What's more, you're keeping visitors on your site and engaged with your brand. You're not sending them away. You're keeping them right where you want them and making a real difference to the way they see you. Finally, selling e-commerce products is better than selling digital products or affiliate products because it's something anyone can appreciate. Only a very specific type of person buys ebooks about making money online. Phone cases and clothing, though, well, that's got much broader appeal. Try putting an e-commerce store on your existing website and just see what the difference it makes to your profits, and the potential for growth is massive. With all that in mind then, it's definitely worth learning how to create an e-commerce store so that you can start maximizing your online earnings, and potentially so you can turn your small website into your very own global brand selling products that get you really excited. That's where this video series comes in. Here you will learn how to run an online store and create an effective business model, how to set up your own online store with one of several e-commerce platforms, how to find, create or buy products you can sell online, how to build a website and social media presence to promote your store, how to stock and design your store to maximize sales, how to price your products, how to choose products that will sell well, how to use apps, plugins, and more to get even more sales, and much more. In short, you'll learn how to create an e-commerce business or add e-commerce to your existing model in simple, easy steps. From there, you'll then be shown multiple ways you can increase your profits and turn your business into a huge success. Are you ready? Let's start selling online.